Hello there, YouTube vinyl community VC. Good to see you. Metaphorically, I don't actually see you. Maybe someday. But you could see me, and it's good to be seen. Void Plastic here with another video. This video is another contest entry. It's an easy way to get started. This is only my third video. I love that there's contest entries and tags out there to make it easy for us to enter the vinyl community. This one is for Proghat, his 60s contest. Proghat is pushing for 400 subs. Guess what? He's already got 400. Way to go, bud. Let's get him up to 500. Why not? So, for his contest, he wants me to show 3 favorite albums released in the 1960s. 3 favorite songs released in the 1960s. 1 favorite artist or group or band or performer from the 1960s. And then he has a bonus, but we'll get to that. So let's start with 3 albums released in the 1960s that I think are pretty peachy keen. All right. First, we're going with those beautiful harmonies. Simon and Garfunkel. Bookends, almost a concept album, kind of. At least parts of it feel like that, with the Bookends theme in there, and the voices of old people and old friends. Oh, so good. Mrs. Robinson, the whole, the full version of Mrs. Robinson, Hazy Shade of Winter. Great album. This is when they became more than just songs. Actually, the whole album, full album. By which I mean the whole thing holds together, right? It's not just a collection of songs, man. All right. I think most of you probably know that one. Maybe you don't know this one, though. The Electric Prunes, Mass in F minor. So I found this 30 years ago when I was high school age, looking around at records, and I spent a lot of time at my grandparents' house, and I was looking through their collection. They were devoutly Catholic and had devoutly pedestrian taste in music for the most part. Real big, Jeanette MacDonald and Nelson Eddy, yeah, that kind of stuff. But this was in there. I think they thought, hey, it's a Catholic thing. It's a mass. I'm not sure they were ready for the Electric Prunes, even though it's really more of a David Axelrod, very heavily orchestrated. It's pretty far out. I love this record. It is really just the structure of the Mass in F minor as a classical piece, and then it's sort of psychedelicized. There you go, David Axelrod's name on there. It's sweet. This came out in 1968, as did our previous entry. That's going to become key later. And then my third record from the 1960s that I happen to absolutely adore, it's still in the shrink. This is a reissue. Is Blood, Sweat, and Tears' first record, Child is Father to the Man. The only record they made with Al Kooper, founding member. This is a great record. It's my favorite, Blood, Sweat, and Tears. I like the second record a lot. I have that one too. But they're covering Tim Buckley, Morning Glory. They cover Nilsson, Without Her. Oh, cover Randy Newman. And then they got their own great songs. House in the Country, that's Al Kooper. The Overture is pretty great. I Love You More Than You'll Ever Know, Al Kooper again. Just a great horn-driven, soulful rock group. Doing their thing, man. This came out in 1968. All right, 3 songs from the 60s. I have accomplished part 1. 3 songs from the 60s. Here we go. The title track. Ode to Billy Joe by Bobby Gentry. This came out in 1967. That sort of odd, haunting, sort of folk country song about the Tallahatchie Bridge. What was thrown off the bridge? What was it? I'm one of those who think it was a baby. But I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever know. Another song I love from the 1960s. You know, I'm torn on this one. All right, I'm going to go with the classic. I Think It's Going to Rain Today. Randy Newman. This came out in 1968. You can see this got a little bit of water damage on it. It kind of gives Randy here kind of a 5 o'clock shadow thing, kind of a 1985 Don Johnson thing going on there. There's a lot of, this is his first record. A lot of great tracks on this. You know, Love Story, So Long Dad. Well, I almost was going to say Beehive State. I really like the song Beehive State. Delegate from Utah. All right. It's another song that came out in 1968. And her third song from the 60s, this is also in the Shrink, comes from the Velvet Underground's third album. And it's I'm Beginning to See the Light. I love that song. That's a great song. I could have gone with Pale Blue Eyes too. I mean, that's a banger. But Beginning to See the Light, I love the propulsion to it, the drive, the semi-religious sense that Lou Reed ascribes to rock and roll. Hey, Void Plastic Man, this album cover looks different than the normal self-titled Velvet Underground third album. Yeah, this is a boot. This is a bootleg of the Closet Mix, which, you know, this was originally released in two different mixes. First was Lou Reed's mix called the Closet Mix because Sterling Morrison said it sounded like it was recorded in a closet. Lou boosted the vocals, lowered everything else. That's this one. The more conventionally available one is the Valentine Mix, which kind of more commercial mix to it. But they have very different versions of Some Kind of Love. Other than that, you know, mix is a little different. So that came out in 1969, folks. All right. Third one he asks is an artist from the 1960s that I happen to adore. And I'm going to go with his first record, introduced to me by Mr. Gary Goldstein, formerly of Gary's Record Paradise in Escondido, California. Van Dyke Parks. Song Cycle. This is his first record. But this is an artist that I think is fantastic. Like, if I see something by him, I'll generally pick it up. I don't have a ton of his stuff, but I'm always, you know, I'm looking. I just, you know, the budget, right? This is a gloriously weird record, but so fantastic. This is a reissue on Sundazed. They do good stuff. Van Dyke Parks, my favorite artists. He's got that. He's very interested in Americana, in Caribbean music. You know, mento and calypso steel band, and he weaves that into and he's got these great, complicated, intricate lyrics that Brother Mike Love of the Beach Boys really doesn't like. Does not care for those one bit. All right. That record also came out in 1968, I believe. Let's double check on that. I've got that right here. No! That record came out in 1967. Late 67, though, November. Okay. Well, Void, you keep mentioning these 1968 records. That's because Proghat, in his infinite wisdom, has given a bonus task. The bonus task is to name a favorite album released in 1968. Well, I think I've already done it, but I'm gonna name yet another one. And I'm gonna show a massive box set version that I got as a gift. And that is The Kinks are the Village Green Preservation Society. Yeah. And this box set version has a book. It has a bunch of CDs. It's got two vinyl versions of it. It came out separately. I want to say in the Netherlands, and then in everywhere else as a slightly different version. And then it also has stereo and mono versions of the standard version. This is, I mean, it's the Kinks, man. It's the Village Green Preservation Society. It's It's just good. You know it. If you don't, check it out. Let it seep in. Learn to love it. That's my entry for Proghat's 1960s contest. I gave him a sub already. I think you should too. He's a good guy. He's got some fun videos to share with us and fun records to talk about. And he set up this fun contest. And I say, thank you, good sir. And vinyl community, I hope to put up another video soon. Thanks for your kind words and your thumbs upses and your subs. And we'll catch you around. Void Plastic, rooting for you.